Hey everyone, I've got the BT SmartHub 2 box here, and I did do a video a while ago on it, but something happened wrong with the recorder, so it's been lost. Might be able to upload it one day if I can retrieve it off the hard drive, but you know, oh well. So yeah, this is the SmartHub 2, and here's the SmartHub 1. Beside it, see, it's slightly smaller, but then slightly wider. On the back, you've got your 4 Ethernet ports, your USB, your power plug, your on and off button, physical button, and then it's got the broadband connection. And what's new to this box to the other boxes from the BT is the fact that it's got the phone connection that you can connect your phone, and it converts it to a voiceover, digital voiceover, voiceover customers only. So you plug your phone in through your router, and it will convert the signal. So no more analog telephone. So yeah, as you can see with the older box, it doesn't have the voiceover. Okay. As for actual comparison on performance, which is better, believe it or not, the old one is much more reliable. The signal is much more stronger, and the fact that you can separate the Wi-Fi bands on the 2.4 and the 5 gigahertz, whereas the newer SmartHub 2 only can do one signal, and it's basically broadcasting 2 signals in one SSID. And what it is it's the device that supposedly switches between it. So the machine's supposed to be so smart it can work out, oh, that device supports 5, or that supports 2.4, so I'll put you on 2.4, I'll put you on 5, kind of thing. But half the time it never really works, so it should really be just kept separate. You know, simplifying the box, and what happens is you overcomplicate it in the end. So you really need to go back to being able to split the 2 Wi-Fi signals up. So you've got 2 twin SSIDs being broadcast, and you can connect to either one depending on your device. One of the advantages between the 5 and the 2.4 is obviously the speed. It offers much greater speeds, but then with the speed increase, you lose the range, so it doesn't work as far as 2.4, unfortunately. So there are some ups and downs, but if you're within, you know, a certain distance between your wireless box, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. But anyway, with the SmartHub 2, you get Wi-Fi discs, which is in one of my other videos, and you can have up to 3 of those, and they all connect simultaneously, and they basically broadcast your wireless signal as if your router was in all of those rooms. So if you got 3 floors in total, have this one on the ground. Obviously, the shortest distance from your from the outside cable to the inside of your house, the better, because you lose signal over distance. Unfortunately, because this box is converting an analog signal into a digital signal. That's how the internet works, basically. And the longer you have on that cable to run the signal, the greater, the more signal loss you'll have given that distance. So obviously the shortest distance cable wise is best, but once it's connected to the outside of your house, your actual master plug, if you plug in through the Ethernet cables and, you know, run switches and all that sort of thing, the distances, you know, aren't parallel. So obviously have the closest possible distance, you know, shortest distance possible to your master socket, shortest cable possible as well. Everything, just try and keep it all, you know, tight kind of thing. Yeah, you don't want to have an unnecessary extra 5 meters or 6 meters in your cable length, or 10 meters plus what a lot of people have. You want to have that as short as possible to get the signal. And so I've, with BT, that they tell me that I'm going to get 64 to 74. I'm getting about almost 80 meg because of that, because of me putting, you know, using the shortest distance possible. So literally my master socket used to run from the outside wall around the front window all the way down the hallway to a socket, and that was an extra 12 meters of cable, 15 meters of cable, around about that sort of distance. But I shorten it to where it comes and splits to give my neighbour their telephone and broadband, and my telephone and broadband. But I literally got an engineer to basically put in a new cable through the wall. I drilled through the wall myself, and he put the master socket in the living room, which is the closest. It's literally the main socket, main switch for my broadband is yeah, the actual splitter box to outside telephone box part is actually outside that wall. So it's basically only 30 centimeters long, the cable from there to the master switch, and from there obviously it then goes to I've connected by a Cat 6 cable from the master socket to the back of the box here. And as I said, that's what gives me the 80 meg broadband speed, because of the shortest distance. And then I run off of these to my switches and other devices. And obviously now I've got the Wi-Fi discs, so that gives me the signal throughout around the house. That gives me, you know, basically 100% of whatever they're giving me outside, inside. So as I said, the longer the cable, before I had all the cable shortened and all of the changes made, I was getting about 63 megabytes. So by doing all that, I gained an extra 17 meg. And when you're paying for it, you really want as much, you know, speed and bandwidth as possible. So that did me a favor. So yep. So that's it. That concludes my video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. I hope you found the tip useful. If not,